a great job on James Harden and didn't give up that starting spot after that, and now he's out tonight, so it does make a difference for them.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander unable to convert as we are underway here. Houston and Oklahoma City.
He can punish switches in the post, and he gets to the free throw line.
Harden misses on a three, then the rebound by Tucker, and the shot clock resets to 14 for Houston. Harden, here he comes, probing the defense. Gallinari is there. Shot clock down to 3. Harden pulls the trigger and hits.
And as Billy Donovan
is there, and back comes Houston.
House made a great effort. A lot of guys will just let that play go after a turnover.
Tucker, that's his spot. Bangs in a 3 from the corner, and Houston builds.
Play against Houston switches will determine how much offensive success you're going to have. They're going to switch every screen on and off the ball.
Stan, it'll be interesting to see, can Adams keep himself on the floor with the kind of pace and the small lineup that Houston will play with in the series.
Well, another thing Billy Donovan told us today, Spiro, is they're going to have to live with some food. They get a little tangled up. Two guys that have great respect for each other, though. Both great competitors.
So many playoff battles over the last couple of years. Gallinari inside. Tie this game at 6. Harden goes right around his defender. Unable to get the friendly bounce. As Dennis Schroeder, among the leading candidates for the NBA Sixth Man of the Year, was there. Corner 3 from House won't go, and both teams still stalling. Covington acquired in that trade early February. 14, 12 players. Really changing the dynamic is what
he's going to be able to do. He does a good job of just putting himself in front of the rim and staying with the play.
This is a corner 3 from Tucker. Rebuild to have them as the number 5 team, as we see Schroeder misses on that drive and the whistle against Thunder, so it goes back to Houston.
Just to close that space, take it away, so they come toward Harden. He's jumping toward them. You're inevitably going to foul. When he creates the space on that step back, it sounds all. Everybody's just looking at the ball. Houston does a lot of that too, Spiro, but you can do that if you have a guy as great as James Harden.
Tucker from deep. Largest. And from inside the restricted area, he was just outside that time. Gordon loses his footing. Paul getting his hands dirty, and he is fouled to the floor. It's on P.J. Tucker here, and if it is
more, and he decided that was enough.
There's P.J. Tucker, corner 3.
He needs to make. He gave me 2. He said we have to play with more force on offense. Keep getting to the free throw line. They're 14 for 17 there with that Adams bucket. He also said that we have to get after.
Rebecca, it's a great point, Stan. This is probably the most resilient team, at least statistically, that we saw in the league this season. What kind of fight did they have here down the stretch? Tucker hit that early 3 offensive. To Gilgeous-Alexander.
Eric Gordon attacking the basket has been phenomenal, and virtually every drive has been to his right hand. That's a long list of players who've had rough nights defensively against James Harden.
That's a great point. McLemore, boy, had the hot hand from deep in the first half, and that time beats him off the... Harden sucks in the defense. Out to House. Still 7 to shoot. House breaks it down. McLemore from deep. Splash! What a night from Matt tonight.
Well, one of the problems that he's having, like the entire Thunder team, is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of 13 guys in the league who scores 10 points a game or more shooters. And so you can't let the ball get to the rim.
See the shooting numbers in the quarter. This is P.J. Tucker on a 3.
And more active around the rim. I can't understand why Oklahoma City, who's normally a very solid defensive team, is almost...
Minute mark, 4th quarter. This is House, a reset to Covington. Extra feed to Tucker.
So Westbrook out. They've gotten exactly what they needed, and that is typical performance out of James Harden.